Kihm, thank you for joining me today.
You're very welcome.
I'm speaking with Ken Winship today. And Kihm, how long have you been part of the life of the church here?
About 7 years, I think. 7, maybe 8 now.
Now, you are a friend of the church, not necessarily a member.
That's correct.
Could you tell me about that?
Sure. I was raised as a Baptist. I spent about 14 years in recovery from being raised as a Baptist. Then I was sort of an ecumenical Christian on a campus, and then I was a Lutheran, and then I was an Episcopalian. Then I was a Lutheran again. And I think, and I tell people, I feel as I'm denominated out. I mean, the notion of becoming a Presbyterian, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm tired of the labels, and here's another creed I have to learn about. So at the moment, I'm a Lutheran singing in a Presbyterian choir. The other reason I'm a friend is that after 70 years of meetings and committees, I don't ever want to go to another meeting or serve on another committee. And because I'm not a member, I can't be asked. So it insulates me from having to attend meetings. Or since I retired 7 years ago, and I've gone to one meeting since then. And it was an evening meeting, planning board in the village, and I went because there was a person who was in sort of dire straits and needed some support. And I was awake till 2:30 in the morning, just angry, as was my wife. We just laid there steaming, So I don't want to go to another meeting. I'm trying not to go to meetings, or trying not to go to committee meetings. And I hate being a captive audience. And plus, the thing I love about being retired is my free time.
Yeah.
And I hate to give up 5 minutes of it, I mean, I'm happy to do tasks. If somebody says, I need this, or can you do this for me? I'm happy to do it. But I hate scheduled. Scheduled.
And depending on the season of our life,
Mm-hmm.
that's where we can be. I mean, there's times that, we've done that,
Mm-hmm.
and we're in a new place, and we know our gifts,
Mm-hmm.
and we know our strengths, and I think a lot of us are happier when we play to those,
Yes,
as
yes.
opposed to trying to fit to where we are uncomfortable.
Amen.
So, why do you feel here right now is home?
I love this church. I love singing in the choir. I love working with Brian. In fact, it was Brian in a sense. When Brian was hired, I was here. He was hired, I don't know, on a Monday, and Thursday night my wife and I were here for a choir rehearsal. Because, won't go into why we've gone from place to place, but I love the worship here. I love your preaching. I love the people. I just feel comfortable here. And I mean, C.S. Lewis said that you shouldn't, going to church is not like a country club. You shouldn't go because you feel comfortable. But the fact is I'm human, and I do feel comfortable, and I'm happy here. So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I always, I've had people in the past complain, they say, I come to church to feel good. I said, I understand that. I understand that desire. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It's not necessarily my job. It most certainly wasn't Jesus' job.
No.
Because rarely, so I say, I love it when we can come to church to feel good, but we come to church to do good. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we don't do good until we feel bad, or we're convicted, or we feel a need. Yeah. So I'm truly thankful to have you as a part of the life of the church, Kihm, and to hear your voice, your and Lori's voice in worship, and to see your faces each Sunday. So thank you for being a part of the life of this church.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Many, many years ago, Lori said, Kihm, why do you go to church? And I said, well, to worship, to learn, to support others, and to be supported.
Yeah.
And I said, how's that? And she said, well, that about wraps it up.
That's a perfect reason for why.
Yeah.
So, and I'm glad you found that here.
Yeah. No, I'm not averse to lessons that are painful. And certainly the life of Christ is filled with painful lessons.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there's always more. Our life of faith is never complete.
amen.
We've never worshipped enough or too much. There are things that we can do that are enough and too much, but we've never completed our relationship with God. At least why we still have the breath of life in us.
Yes, it's true.
For something beyond, we can always hope and wonder. But thank you for being with me here and now.
You're welcome. You're welcome.